I know you've been on this wave for a long time, and everything we're facing this week for years you've been talking about, and it's put you in the spotlight, and it's negatively affected your wallet in the past. I mean, you're talking about this change. Do you think we're going to see any actual change? And I don't mean to make you say glass half empty or glass half full, but should I have optimism now?
I think we should have some optimism. I think the limitations on our human mind and our ability to see the future has just been really blurry because there's not a moment in the reality or in our lifetime that we ever can remember harmony. All we know is fighting. All we know is chaos. All we know is taking. So I do think it's time for a light in the future because I think we're starting to get to this point where we're starting to transformate into something more than just body that gobbles up a flesh that only harvests and eats. We're starting to look into our spirit and starting to fulfill our spirit. So I do think there's a possibility that the future is going to be brighter because I think a generation is judged on its kids, and I think the kids in this generation are really the ones who are really wielding the change in America. Just like it was in the '60s, it was the kids, it was the young people, 25 and younger, and now you're seeing people who are 16 and younger on these streets who never been in America, and there aren't just black kids; those are white kids, those are Hispanic kids, and they're the ones who haven't been tainted with all these other ways to oppress other people. They're thinking as a whole human race. When you think about climate change and you see that young girl Greta standing up there,
Mhm.
she's talking from a young person's perspective. So this is what we're seeing. I think we're seeing that the young people are upset about the future of this country and what they're being left with. They're being left with a presidential candidate. They're being left with President 45 being Donald Trump. I mean, if I die and Barack Obama was my last president, I'll be like, okay, I'm good, you
Yeah.
know. But people are dying with Donald Trump being their last president, dying with a leader who's stirring up hate. They're dying with that kind of stuff in their heart. There can't be a peaceful way to go.
No, and finally, you have a new podcast with your wife Payla. It's called Mouthpiece, and I know you're going to be talking about a lot of this stuff. And I just want to know, what do you and your wife tell your daughters about the events this week?
Telling my daughter, my oldest daughter, really because I'm trying to get her to understand about researching and the importance of researching and the importance of understanding what's happening around you and how you could be used for a negative or positive. So just really talking about having a positive impact and showing them that look, there's a lot of people upset and how you feel. Please tell us. And I think at this moment, we really can't tell our kids. We really are trying to listen to them, trying to say, hey, what are you affected with? And there's been so many things, conversations burned up that have been amazing because you never know how young kids are thinking. So I would advise everybody that's listening to this, I think you guys should ask the kids how they feel. I know we want to tell them how to feel, but this moment, I actually think you should listen to them, ask them how they feel.